Konnichiwa, Nakama, I am your host, Locum23. You're joining me for Choices of Stories You Play, weekly recap, and boy, we had a ton of content this week. Let's go and dive in. First we have Sophomore and Rachel, which, holy mother of God, I have only known one person in my whole entire life that actually lived like this. And I'd say, from my perspective, I'd say it was 60 to 75% laziness, and the other rest was some mental issue, like hoarding or things like that. My aunt, who I want nothing to do in my life with, but I had to deal with when I was a child, she, I went over there when I was a kid with my grandfather to help her to clean up her apartment that she lives in an apartment complex. And I'm really surprised that, well, there's not a landlord or something that went in there and kicked her out. I mean, my God, we're talking food boxes everywhere, food, insects, carpet that was, like, sticky and encrusted, and then you'd go into, like, the bedroom and the bathroom, and there'd be shit piled as high as possible, and it wasn't literal shit, but we're talking about her belongings, like clothing, and just typical belongings, and I was like, my God, how can you live this way? And Rachel reminds me of that. While they didn't give a huge image to that, because it would, I can tell at times Pixelberry treads a very gray area sometimes. Not with diamonds, they certainly tread you through shit for that, but they tread through areas where it kind of gives a kind of a problem. When you got cockroaches in a pizza box, I myself have never seen that, and I'm talking, I've seen pizza boxes under a bed for like a couple weeks, and I've never seen a roach. But to actually have a bunch of roaches and shit to run out, yeah, you got a problem. Next is Rachel's using the whole, hey, you know, you're Caitlin's girlfriend, so we can come in and you can practice in here and you won't have a problem, right? No. I have neighbors. If anyone's went to my Instagram, I have neighbors. When I first barbecued at the beginning of the summer, I went outside and I was like, oh, you know, I love the smell of barbecue and everything. Noisy ass neighbors, and they were throwing a big ass party and everything, and I was like, my God, I just want peace and quiet. So I did a little video, and I'm like, you son of a, I just wanted peace. You know, I wanted to enjoy the barbecue smell, enjoy me just sitting out there alone, and yeah. Caitlin's hair and Chris's hair. Holy crap. So like I said, James and James Dean that looked awesome. That's where I immediately was like, James Dean. He had the little, you know, jacket kind of propped up, and it was kind of cool looking. And it was like, wow. Chris, Seventh Heaven much? He must be really going through a transition in his life to go to Seventh Heaven and regress that far. And then with Caitlin, I like her hair, don't get me wrong. It was just kind of a shock to see it like that. I'm like, wow, whoa, what? Like I said, I like it, but at the same time, it's we just saw you, like, what, a month ago? According to, you know, the end of Freshman. And you know, for those who say, oh, you know, Freshman, the previous book, was really boring, you don't understand. It was to cap it all off. We went through drama. We've gone through loss of Vasquez. We've gone through all that drama in LA and with Caitlin and with Chris. It was something that wasn't drama-filled. You don't need drama 24/7. I get it, trust me. I work for YouTube. And when you see so much drama, and people love the pranks, and they love the drama, and they love the cliches, and the niches, and all that bullshit on YouTube, it gets millions and millions of views. I don't like watching it, because I have enough drama already in and around my life for the most part of my life, especially when I was a kid, teen, and early adult. I don't need more now. I don't need to laugh at someone else's unfair or unfortunate life and things like that. Yes, drama's good for, like, movies or anything, like watching the Mummy movie. I'm not going to spoil it, but a really good movie so far. I've watched about half of it. And we're not talking the Jack Fraser one. There's a reason why he wasn't called back. Tom Cruise actually does a pretty fantastic job. But, yeah. Drama has its place. It just doesn't need to be consistent, you know what I'm saying? Zach, Tyler, and Abby had no changes. Huh. So like I said, all the love interests changed in a way or another, and I'm assuming to see if you could handle it. I don't know if that's building up to something. Keep that in mind. I guess they're testing the waters. And then already people are like, Sophomore's boring. It's one chapter! I loved it! People said the same about Hero, too. Shut the fuck up, it's called an origin story. Anyway. I have to say this about Caitlin. I don't know if she was wearing a, as women call it, push-up bras, or it was because of the necklace was down between her she looked like she had breast implants. They looked like a little bit bigger. So I don't know if Pixelberry went actually that far to show us that. I don't know. And I'm kind of like, I was kind of sitting there going, wow, she looks different in a lot of more ways than just the hair. But I don't know. Maybe they just changed her up a little. Maybe they wanted to accentuate her more. I don't know. And then you also look at some of the Pixelberry crew, and they typically, a lot of these characters look like some of the Pixelberry crew, so you don't know if they're reflecting that off of the transitions of what had happened in some of those people's lives. I don't know if some of that it goes into their writing. I'm assuming so, until proven otherwise. And finally, Gabriella. And we told her about the situation with the roommate, and she's like, well, and then it like left us off with that. I feel like since we are getting royalties from the book, or soon to be, she's going to either let us move into her place. I really hope that's not a diamond option. I really hope not. But Pixelberry may keep beating this roommate bullshit into the ground. I really hope not. Or I seriously will fast track my Diamond Edition to Sophomore because I do not want a shitty roommate. Or she'll give you the royalties and then she'll contact someone, or she'll contact someone and then take the royalties and then pay for the place you're going to be staying. And that way maybe, because your book is so intriguing and so awesome and da-da-da-da, maybe she'll be like, you know what, since you're other friends and everything, why don't all of you get together and see if you want to move into this place I found you, and, you know, they can help out with rent or whatever, or since your royalties, who knows how much of the royalties are, they may cover the place that she may be getting us. That would be really awesome. Because none of us really has a problem with one another. You know, there's a little bit of drama and the love bullshit. And I feel like they're going to do, like right now we kind of don't know where Becca stands with us. Like I said, in the previous book, I don't know if Becca's trying to open up to us and trying to be nice to us. We don't know, because now she's back on campus. We haven't really seen her to gauge her. I'm assuming that's coming up in the next Sophomore. And then also, Sebastian, what's he planning? What drama with Chris? James, what's, you know, will there be him trying to get on his own feet? Will Gabriella hook him up with someone for getting his book off and his play and all that? Guess we'll see. Next with Rules of Engagement. Did I mention I love Carmen? I really do. She is so fantastic to voice. I feel like I got her voice down right. Like, oh my god, it's just fantastic. I just want to wrap you up in a hug. And I'm just like, okay. Really just happy. She's the kind of person that I could get along with, but at the times I'd be like, whoa, can you take it down just a notch? That was a person that would really turn your life up, you know? It would really, you could have the most shittiest life, and that would be a person that would really brighten your day, you know? Kind of like me and my special needs brothers I take care of. My one brother, he's autistic, he's a little redhead. And I feel, through everything I've gone through, that he's that little ray of sunshine at times. Yes, he is a nightmare other times, but when he laughs, he's nonverbal, so he doesn't speak to me or anything, but when he laughs, it's that ray of sunshine, you know? Even when you're the most angriest you can be, it's that ray of sunshine. That's how I feel about Carmen. She's amazing. So, She feels like the complete opposite of Cole. I feel like if you got Cole and Carmen together, my God, would that be amazing? And I suggest Pixelberry does that. That would be amazing. That would really liven up Love Hacks. Like, maybe she could... I know Cole swings towards the guys, but we don't know if he does swing towards the girls, too. That would be amazing. Or maybe they could just become friends, and she could make a more guest appearances on Love Hacks. That would be amazing. You know, especially because there's the wedding thing going on. But there's more Las Vegas. You ain't gonna see Carmen going to Las Vegas and be like, "Oh my God, Brooke, you look fantastic. You just met this guy and you're marrying him? Well, ain't that peachy?" No, thank you. I still think the basic options that aren't choices are nice. That's one of the reasons why I do the normal editions first. Especially before doing the Diamond editions. One, that, and I didn't have the money at the time doing the YouTube thing, and do it via you guys' support has really helped. But, you know, I really like the normal choices at times, unless it's a damn mustard dress. The seashell thing, though, oh, those were beautiful. Those were really awesome. That would be something, like I said, number one would be spacefaring. I want something that's kind of like sci-fi. I don't want like aliens popping out of a cake, but I'm talking about, I love the stars. I hate this rock we're on. I love the nature. I love the planet. I hate the people. I'm gonna be honest. You think I'm a people person, don't you? I can be people person, but it's kind of a facade for me unless I feel genuine about you. You'd be surprising. You're sitting there going, "Wow, really?" I like I said, the people suck. I'm a huge George Carlin fan. Rest in peace, my bro. I don't know where he is now, but he was a big anti-religion and everything. But he made you think with his rhetoric. So, like I said, the people suck. Not everybody. You guys certainly don't. But there is some people, even that come to my channel, they're like, "Why don't you just shut up?" It's like, why are you here? Why are you watching? Shut up. Get off. Next is, I see Violet and Chaz as a thing. And see, Violet's opening up more. Now she's coming and hanging around Chaz and everything. And then, Violet being pregnant. We forgot about that. That almost slipped my mind. Suddenly the music cues that. I forgot about that. Her mom was all like, So my question is, since she's coming on this next event, will Chaz see the evil Violet, or will Chaz keep it at bay and bring out a Violet we haven't seen? I'm actually looking forward to that. Next on Crown of the Flame, holy mother of God, that fight was amazing. However, and this is one thing you can never, in a fight, never, even if you think you're beating your foe back, never let your ego get to you. As a martial artist, and as a person who's been in my fair share of fights in my life, you can never let your ego get to you. When I was a younger man, yeah, your ego can get to you. Rarely. I was a person who can suggest to you, never turn your back on your opponent. Never let your ego or confidence or anything in there. You fight as hard as you can. But never sit there and go, "I can kick this boy's ass." No. Don't do it. Kenna let her ego get the best of her, and she nearly got killed. Azura grabbed her by the throat. She could have crushed her throat. She could have just snapped her neck. You saw she had super strength, too. She could have literally stood there, and because she was within physical touch, she could have literally electrocuted Kenna, too. That was an ego on Azura's part. But like I said, Kenna dropped her guard because of her ego. She wouldn't be able to even utter the words Sakakto and I forget the other one, to stop her attack or to crush or even to block a shield or, you know, pierce her shield or anything. So yeah, not real smart by Kenna, and also not smart by Azura. She could have finished that in just a snap, literally and figuratively. I love the fight, like I said, but there were flaws. Typical Navrakas maneuver. If you have not watched it, please feel free to fast forward 30 seconds to now. Okay. So, pretty much, Navrakas trying to kill Luther specifically. It depends on your playthrough and how you treated Devios. They tried to kill Kenna. And especially in a lulled piece, and especially when you're wounded. That sucked, that was stupid, and screw you, Luther, you are now resting in the grave with your son. I kind of felt bad when I killed his son, you know, even though he was a sniffling little snake. I kind of felt bad, because, like, why, well, if he's going to be alive, you know, we killed his son, I wonder how that would have worked. Because if we kept him alive, and then there was Daddy, and then they both grouped up together, that makes me really question things. That really makes me wonder, is there another time he would have died? I don't know. If someone out there has let Luther's son live, not Devios, but the other one, let me know if he's made it all the way to the end of the book until this maneuver. Let me know in the comment section below. I mean, I'm going to start a Crown the Flame Diamond edition here soon, but the choice is, you know, it's kind of like letting Tavon live. And he's all the way to the end of the book. He makes very little guest appearances, but he's there to, you know, be like, hey, look, you made me a diamond choice, haha, yow. And you can then make him your king, but meh. There will be a diamond edition for that. Don't you, you know, get upset for those who love Tevin for whatever reason. He's worse than Whitlock. You might as well have a love thing with Whitlock. Hell, why is Whitlock not getting any love? How about that? Dom Kenna, though, I ship in this version. I will be shipping a Dom Kenna Diamond Edition, and then there's. I would probably, because as I recollect now, with my memory, I guess you could do the other Diamond Editions. Yes, there'd be certain videos where we'd have to go through, like the most recent one this week, where it was, you know, pick one, and then there's, well, shit, 3 to 4 guys, 3 to 4 women. Damn, who do we pick? That was also another one. I don't think, the Thorn Girl, I don't think she was an option, was she? Annalise, Val, and, I don't think Olivia was an option. Dear God, no. I forget who else was the female option. Someone was telling me who else was the female options. But I went with Dom, of course. Dom's been the most awesome. Something tells me, because I believe this is the finale, by the way. This is the finale. I could be wrong, but I believe it is, because we've officially finished it all, right? I wonder if something is going to be happily ever after, which then leads into Olivia and her bloodline and who she gets with, Kenna and her bloodline. For all you may know, our Riley, the MC, may be Kenna's heritage. You never know. Pixelberry may spin it that way. Hero. Like I said, stop it. For everybody listening, if you're a person that is constantly complaining, it's boring, it's boring, it's boring, at chapter 1, when it has just begun, I'm going to ask you one specific question that I need to know in the comments section. Have you ever read a book before? Watched a television before? Watched a movie before? For instance, you look at the most recent movie, Mummy movie. I'm not gonna spoil it, but like I said, it builds up. At first, it's like, oh, huh, okay, all right, okay. You're building. For me, it's an origin story. When that first movie first starts, they're building an origin story, folks. Stop complaining. Okay, you did the same with Sophomore. You did the same with the book before that. My God, people love to complain, don't they? And here I am complaining about complaining, but at least mine is more logical. It's something that I see wrong, that is wrong, that should be corrected. You know, giving criticism, how about that? Giving criticism is one thing. Saying, you know, this should have gone this way, I feel it would have had a better ending, or a better beginning, or something like that. Saying, it's just boring, I just press through and I just don't even read. How do you know then if it's boring or not? If you're just going and you're saying you don't read and you literally admit to it, how do you know if the book's entertaining or not? Huh. Poppy. So we got the girl Poppy, who is not into you, by the way. And as a guy character, you have no love interest yet, unless Poppy doesn't get with Dax, and Dax may be bisexual or gay. So far, there are no love interests for the male character. For the female character, there's like 4. I'm a little over-exaggerating, but women are already like, oh my god, the criminal is so hot. And I'm just sitting there going, he's a bad guy, he's robbing a bank, but he's so hot, look at his muscles and his tattoo. Okay, alright, you dig the bad boy then? Yes. Oh, he can dig into me anytime. Okay, so Silas, some say he looked like Luther, and people were giving me shit. This is, like I said, people like to complain. I saw Jeff Bridges from Iron Man. You know, when he went all... And then I also saw, or was that Jeff Bridges? I'm pretty sure it was. But then I also see, him from his Wild West, and the hair, and the mustache, and it looked exactly like... I even posted a picture in the Choices group that I was literally like, look, this is Jeff Bridges to me. And people give me shit. They're like, no, it's Luther from Smallville. And I'm like, oh. And they're like, you must not know of Luther. And I'm like, no, I was a huge Smallville fan. I literally made a music video back in the day to Clark and Lana's love, and where she went and in a way kind of died. Sure, she was dying because of Brainiac. And I was like, yeah, oh yeah, I'm totally new to the Smallville. Like, what? You don't tell a guy that they just turned into superheroes, and especially comics and shit like that. You just, what? Some guys, yeah, but no. When you literally say, I just didn't see Luther, and then you give him a bunch of shit, no. Just say, okay, well, I could see it too. I even posted a picture, and I'm like, no, look, it's him. At least it is to me. In my interpretation, that's why I went with the kind of southern. Versus Lionel Luther. Now, see, Lionel Luther, he had, at times, he had generosity, he had niceness. He wasn't hiding it. Versus other characters, like, say, for instance, Lex Luthor, who are more vicious and malicious and things like that. And there was kind of a viscosity to him. Lionel in Smallville, he was all about the whole, oh my god, I must serve the one, the Kryptonian, he would be really, he ended up dying. So, for that, Lionel wasn't the bad guy. When I see this guy, I see a bad guy. I see a really bad guy. I see a guy with bad intentions. He even got in an argument with his son, who is a complete opposite of Lex, for, about the housing and everything. He got in really big, kind of fight with his dad because he felt that was wrong. So, like I said, I didn't see Lionel Luther. I see him physically, but it doesn't connect to me. Where were we? Oh, yes. I feel there's going to be a Flash-esque origin or event with that portal. And then we'll get our powers, or they'll awaken, or we'll have some lame attempt, and I say lame attempt, at Superman, or a human who has never tried and discovered their powers. I feel like right now, that's where this is going to go. It's either going to be the portal, the gate, because the gates work both ways. They're taking energy, and then this guy wants to take energy from the portal. Oh, it's infinite energy, it'll blah, 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 blah. I see a lot of people are going to be like, oh, how thoughtful of you, and maybe that's where they saw Lionel Luther. Oh, how thoughtful, you're going to provide for infinite energy. To us. Wow, that's amazing. And you don't realize that has a lot of profitability, and as well as like weapons. Imagine an infinite weapon. Imagine. It's one of the reasons we don't have laser weapons. You need tons and tons and tons of energy. We're not there yet. That being said, gates go both ways, so who knows what's going to happen, who's going to come through the gate. You never know. And then maybe the criminal does something and something happens, it explodes, I don't know. But I feel, like I said, a Flash-esque or Superman-ish type thing. I'm on next to Endless Summer. Oh, I love this book. So, this new percent crap, though, I feel like when Choices sets out to make money, because they get you hooked, especially with Endless Summer, they get you hooked with Endless Summer, right? Oh, you want this, don't you? You want it, don't you? Spend some diamonds. You want Quinn now? You want Quinn to make a good decision? Because you may go sit there and go, would you like to eat at Arby's since you're craving roast beef? And she goes, I don't know. You sure? I mean, roast beef, it's incredible. It's pretty good. I don't know. 33. You just get this menu that pops up in front of you. To 33% chance to compel to go to Arby's. Or, screw it and starve. I'm serious. Then if you fail to compel them, just by simply going, you know, I'm going to take us to Arby's. You know, we should really go. You're craving roast beef. I'm craving the big sandwich. If you fail, guess what? You lose percent. You lose favor. You lose relationship points. You lose all this bullshit that's a huge monopoly. And then, but, wait, there's more. So someone could literally hate you, right? And if they're a love interest, you can spend diamonds, depending on how many points you're shy. The amount raises or lowers, by the way. You can spend diamonds to make that person suddenly go, I will take my panties off. I'm serious! And it's just, I feel like Rourke isn't even as evil as Pixelberry in this. Like, he's just sitting there going, wow, I'm taking hints, and I need to get in a notebook and write shit from you guys, because damn. Speaking of Rourke, being evil, it's like an evil Tony Stark. He's pretty much got us into this mess, and now we must face him for it. But I question why Estella hates Rourke so damn much, willing to kill him. Also, will the Watchers be able to help Quinn with her illness? Because no one has seen medical care for her. Iris is a piece of shit, but she's nice to us, and you can tell she kind of, as an artificial intelligence, has somewhat of a moral compass. But she's a program, and Rourke used that 1908 directive to override her systems. And we couldn't compel her, we couldn't use diamonds, we couldn't do anything. That sucked. But like I said, why does Estella hate Rourke so damn much? Did she kill it? Did he kill your family? Did he cut you in line at Starbucks? What? Like I said, will they be able to help her? Quinn with the medical issues. Or, and this is something that I want you to really think about, will Rourke have a cure or an aid or something for her ailment? Because remember, she is the weakest link here. Rourke may have known of side effects of especially that time travel. And that's all this crap is about, is time travel. And clearly Rourke knows how, but I don't know if he's stuck there now because he doesn't have a portal gun, or he's smart enough to know how to make another one. I don't know. But now he's after these idols, which give you supreme power, far beyond the portal gun. So, knowledge is power, by the way, and so isn't having powers of yourself by these idols. I feel like Rourke, especially because we have the one idol, we were given that for free. I feel like we may get 1 or 2 more idols for free, but Rourke is going to be like, so, I want your idols, and here is the cure for Quinn. I feel like that is something, because then what do you say? What do you say? Are they going to give us more information about what happens if you get all the idols together? Are they going to give, like the Watcher said, the fate of the 12, the mighty 12, no, we will not hurt you. All this crap, we're treated like equals, but why are you bounding us? Why are you gagging us? Why are you, why are we not walking among you with freedom? Especially because I'm assuming after these, 6 to 8 months, they've seen Diego. He's a nice guy. He's not like he's trying to kill him. He's never tried. And he's never tried to hurt him either. Hell, they killed Diego! Okay? I want you to think about that. They killed Diego. But because of powers and, time travel, he was brought back. So, yeah. And also, you could tell him and that one Watcher are friendly. So, is that a weak link in case the Watchers aren't all that good? And will, or do, Diego and that Watcher have a love connection? Will it change his feelings towards who he was going to confess his love for, which I'm assuming is the main character? I guess we'll find out. Love hacks. Surprisingly, not much love for love hacks from the people this book. It started out strong, and then quickly went to shit. I don't know why. I still like it, even though this Keo and Brooke thing is dumb as hell. To get married within just a few days to a week is dumb. Excuse me while I take a drip sip. Everybody is universally in agreement right now that Brooke should not get married, right? Except for Horatio, he might be sitting on a fence of let it happen if it's meant to be, let it happen. I say BS. Stop censoring one another. Let them speak their minds to their quote-unquote friend to let her make up her own damn mind. Like, hey, we saw this. And maybe she might know. For all you know, she might know the reason why Keo is so stressed. She might know why he has the background he does. She might know. And then she'll be like, no, guys, you guys are making such a big deal out of this. Keo is in I don't know. But I just feel like that's the way this might go. Or will she find out a big secret and then maybe Keo may be dying, or who knows? Like I said, it's up in the air. I'm kind of addicted to it right now, this whole thing. We literally, so here's the thing. We literally told others we were with Ben. We're not into you, right? We told Leia, we told Mark, and Ben knows our feelings. Yet the concierge is like, who would you like to share your love with in a love penthouse for diamonds? And then it says, you turn to your friends and you look at, independently, Ben, Mark, and Leia, and then you make the decision. Okay, so hey Ben, I know we've been dating and we've made it official, and we've told Mark, and Leia knows, but you know what, I'm just feeling I just need that chocolate today. So I'm going to go with Leia to the penthouse. That's okay with you, right? Like, really? Like, really, Pixelberry? What? Okay. Ditching whoever for the other. Okay, oh, okay, alright. Okay. Also, traveling in economy is a selling point to Mark. I forgot to bring that up before we start all this. What? Mark, really? And now Pixelberry has a monopoly on the closet, so I was like, oh my god, we're not gonna do the mustard dress, and where was the option? This is your last chance to pick. It's like, literally Pixelberry is sitting there going, these people know better. They know that this dress doesn't mean shit, so we're gonna give them the option, but then if they don't pick it, we're just gonna leave them with whatever option we give them, because screw going to your closet and picking anything else that you may or may not have picked. Screw it. No, they have to choose between one or the other now. That is stupid. You're literally taking away the choice, and the fact that you put in a closet in your own game to do such a thing, you're literally voiding it now. That's dumb to me. If we say the words in the future, will Brooke turn into a chicken? So that's a major thing about hypnosis, because those triggers are still there. You know, lima bean, I think was the word to bring her out of it, but what happens if she hears that trigger word is all of a sudden she's gonna be sitting there and she's going to get married to Keo, and all of a sudden it's and then you have to try and remember the word down here in a couple of books or chapters, and you're gonna be like sitting there and you're gonna be rolling on the floor because Brooke has turned into a chicken at the altar, and Keo's probably standing there going, what the what's wrong with you? Yeah, anyway. What is Cole planning? I'm really looking forward to it. Like I said, I love lovehacks right now. They've kind of turned this kind of funny and you know, kind of fun. Is he planning? Are they doing a circus act like a python and we're under attack and all this crap? Are you Cole? Did you go to a circus? Are you doing a circus act? Next is rules of engagement. I feel like Shia LaBeouf came in and went, "Just do it," and Hannah's like, "Mom, screw you." Oh, and then also cute flirting game. It was like a little cute during the ring toss. It was cute flirting. Especially after, like, oh, I have a prince. I want a prince. But here's this diamond wall that's gonna... Oh, there it is! Oh, God forbid you flirt in the game. Someone had to have told... Now, here's the big drama for Royal Romance. Someone had to have told Tarek that it was his room. 1. 2, set up the whole situation. So, who or what? Which more specifically, who? The person that did that. So we have Olivia, we have Madeline, right? Who else? Who else? Because Drake came in to save you, and he beat the shit out of Tarek. Or Tark. It could go with either one. I'm sure someone will be like, no, you pronounce it like Beaumont. Someone, I get it, and it's always nice to be critiqued every once in a while, especially how you're pronouncing things, but people make such a big deal. You're saying it wrong! How dare you? And some people just say that, and then I'm like, oh, okay, what am I supposed to say it as? Thank you for the informative criticism. So, Beaumont. I've been saying Beaumont, which actually is a pronunciation in some video games. There's been, like, Beowulf. So, do keep that in mind. That's where I get the pronunciation for Beaumont. I've been saying Beaumont, because I'm like Beowulf. So that's where I've been doing that. And like I said, some places of the world, people pronounce things differently. It's like someone critiqued me, and I'm like, well, no. Literally, if you go on Google, in America, it's pronounced Sean. For people have been saying Sheen, all this, and I'm like, no, here in America, S-E-A-N is Sean. It's literally, you can go Google how to pronounce Sean, spell it out, and it's like, no, it's literally Sean. Kind of like Shaun of the Dead. Like, literally, how have you been pronouncing that this whole time? Sheen of the Dead? Like, people just look at you and go, what? Sheen of the Dead. Have you not seen that movie? No, I've seen Shaun of the Dead. I haven't seen Sheen of the Dead. What kind of movie is that? Well, it has this blah, 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 blah. And they're like, no, that's literally Shaun of the Dead. And then people just argue. But, okay. Getting off topic. I feel that it definitely is Madeline. Olivia's more of a get in your face. She's not really that secretive and conniving, where Madeline hasn't really shown her cards until now. That's what I feel, because I feel like when that one girl said that you were awesome, you see how pissed off she got? So her dignity and respectfulness and everything quickly went out the window. So if both would have said, she's this way, that way, I feel like in the next chapter, maybe 2 after, you're going to see her come forward and be like, you know what, drop out, or I'm telling Liam that you were in a bedroom with Tarek. And, see, that's the thing is you're going to have a hard time, honey, selling that, because Drake ran in. Drake knew what was going on. Drake knew his own feelings and confessed them to you, and you didn't get with Drake. And, like, really? I mean, we can show Liam a little clip or something and be like... And then Tarek is Liam's friend, and he's going to be like, no, there was a misunderstanding, I thought it was this way. Maybe he'll even confess that someone told him, because someone said, hey, go to this room. And then, he had, before all that had happened, the drama, he had said that he had heard that, blah, 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 and, how, thank you for being so nice to me and about me. And I'm like, wait, what? I'm like, you're an alcoholic 90% of your time. I have never said one damn nice thing about you, and I'm not getting drunk to say it. What? So yeah. Also, Drake's finally showing his feelings. He let down his guard. That was nice. That was a huge selling point for fans who are of Drake. I myself, when I first started, the first chapter or two, I was like, wow, Drake's not bad. Drake's pretty awesome. I'm gonna enjoy. And then he started to turn into a prick for like 4 chapters. And then all of a sudden he started to show a little bit of a softer side at times, but then still being a prick and a tease, of like teasing you and making fun of you, but not like tease. And I'm glad to finally see that under all of it, it's a very rustic. I mean, I haven't lost opinion of Drake. He's been awesome to Liam and everything, so he has that side. I just think it finally was time to have Drake finally show his official feelings to you as an MC. Finally, well, not finally. I know Rules of Royal Romance will be taking a book too. I know that. especially because of how late we're getting in the thing, and then also the fact that they're kind of leading up to some things. And then also, I'm sure, royal romance. I'm sure there might be drama of you being queen. Do you want to be queen? There will be the queen issue, and I feel like this is kind of a lighthearted pick-me-up from where Crown of Flame will be left off. And finally, Beaumont, or Palmont, is broke. We all know that. No shit. I know it's because they're flashy. They love to live that lifestyle. Hopefully going through all this, though I doubt it, has somewhat modest him. Maxwell, yeah, he still lives to throw parties and everything, but he's not, you know, running around in like Ferraris and BMWs and everything like that. Bugatti. So I feel like maybe this will humble them. I'm sure they're going to go flashy with this party, but at the same time, maybe Riley will be a great chance, because remember, they have to set up the party, and they have to do everything. So maybe Riley will be a great addition to maybe take people's ganders and gauze and all that away from the lack of riches and everything they have. Maybe they'll take that away. Though I feel like there might be drama, and here you go. Here's actually something I just thought of. What would happen if Olivia, or Madeline, in this case, went towards House Beaumont? And what happens if she went to them and said, you know what, I will give you money. I will give you prestige if you have Riley drop out. I think at this point, it would be too damning to their house to do it, because it would show that their house pulled from something to go to the crown, so they kind of in a way pulled support with royalty and everything, and that's how that looks. So I feel like someone might get desperate enough to offer that, but I feel like at the end of the day they would slap that away. I really do. Or at least you would, and you'd be like, you know what, I don't need House Beaumont. And Liam may be like, you know what, no, I've already picked her, screw you. I guess we'd have to see. And with that, comes to a closure of the weekly recap. Like I said, we haven't done this in, I believe, a week or two, so we're kind of catching up on everything, and then a lot of fillers and things that I feel were huge. So I hope y'all did enjoy it. Yes, it's a little bit longer than usual, isn't it? Usually about 20 to 30 minutes, so we've gone a little over. But, yeah, as one person said to one person who was like, why do you do this? You know, it's simple. These books are stupid. And it's like, one person was like, well, we like to hear opinions. We like to get, you know, communicate. It's like, what? Why are you critiquing something that's nice? Shut up! But I digress. I hope y'all did enjoy. I will probably throw in, I know that my diamond choices have been lackluster this past week because of the metric amount of shit I've been doing, which, by the way, yesterday was 6 days, I believe, or today 6 days. It's either 5 or 6 days. 5 or 6 days from now, something amazing is happening. And I can't tell you. Oh yes, I'm leaving you with a little bit of drama and intrigue. If you've been tuning into my Facebook or Instagram feed, there is an image that you will see. The most recent one that says, help me. And it's written in, what? Ink? Blood? What? What's on there? What is coming our way that is massive? It's massive. That's all I can say. That's all I can say! It is massive! Something that I promise you and I are both going to enjoy putting on this channel. It's something that, is, I want to say, above Pixelberry. It's visual novels to the next level, if not 2 levels above it. So, that's all I'm going to tell you. I'm giving hints on my Facebook and on my Instagram every day. Well, not almost every day, but, you know, every couple days, to let you know what's coming. And you'll have to guess. Until the final official date. So, until then, do stay tuned, because today is Wednesday. The choices for 3 or 4 books come out today, so look forward to those. Like I said, Crown the Flame may be the finale today. I believe it will be. Funny enough, we're leaving on Crown the Flame music. And without further ado, if you did enjoy the video, feel free to like and share. If you didn't, let me know in the comment section below. If you did, do that as well. Also, feel free to go to the description below. You can follow me or message me on social media. Also, if you want to support my channel, which would be greatly appreciated, you can do that as well with a couple links down there. And until next time, stay well, stay awesome, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.